Hello, St. Michael families. This last lesson for the month of March is called The Prodigal Son. It is targeted for March 27th through April 2nd. So we're getting pretty deep into Lent by the time this comes up. This is an interesting lesson in that it's all audio-based. So in the lesson booklet itself, there's a website to go to that will take you to an audio lesson. It lasts about 16 or 17 minutes. Ideal for a car trip if there's a way that you can patch some audio that's going on your phone through to your car. So if you've got an hour-long car ride ahead of you, would be fabulous to actually listen to this as a family. And then, of course, what's very important is what comes after, the dialogue afterward. So it's an adapted version of The Prodigal Son, which I think in many ways takes it down and it kind of puts a little bit more on a kid's level and helps them to really understand a lot more of what's going on in that beautiful story. A couple of thoughts. Ask the kids to focus on different aspects of this story. So focus on the dad's unbreakable love for the son. It's important that the focus of the father is the relationship with the son and not on what the son did. It's also important to spend some time on the older brother. The older brother shows us what hardness of heart looks like. This is a time to remind our kids about the last part of the Our Father. Forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sin against us. We can only expect to be forgiven as we are able to forgive. So a little bit for the older saints. Talk about the word conversion. In life, this means letting go of one scenario for a different one. In the spiritual context like this, it means letting go of sinfulness, letting go of resentment, anger, and jealousy, and taking on God's love and trying to show this love to others. The prodigal son parable shows us that sometimes, maybe often, it's up to us to make the first move, to love and to forgive. God makes the first move with us always. His mercy is ever present. All we ever have to do is ask. There's a pattern of conversion, and it goes like this. A seed is planted, and then the gospel message takes root, and we see a better way. The second part is conversion begins, and the person that has heard the word of God and drawn to it begins to make the decision to love God and to follow Jesus. The next step leads us into a profession of faith, where we make our confirmation perhaps, or if they're an adult who has not been baptized or has been in another faith but sees the truths of the Catholic Church and wants to join us, they may join our church fully, sacramentally at the Easter Vigil. And this is when those who come to faith and come to be Catholic who want to be part of our faith. And then the last one that's incumbent on all of us is continuing conversion, our work to follow the life of Jesus more and more closely, and that work never ends. In discussing the prodigal son, please share your own experiences of forgiving and forgiveness. Remember, the power of this program is parents teaching the faith, but more importantly, living out the faith in view and sight of our kids. So all the best to you. I hope you're having a wonderful Lent. God bless, and God be with you. Thank you.